going on, Phantom Army? It's your boy Phantom Stilts, and welcome back, guys, once again to a brand new class setup video on the channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the M4, taking a switch back from SMGs to the assault rifle class. Like I said, I think the assault rifle class is probably the best class in the game, if not the second best, probably only to like LMG, probably for Warzone. But I think if we're talking about multiplayer, I don't think you can do much better than the ARs in this game. So I wanted to go through the build with you. I did some weapon tuning, so we'll go through that as well, which we haven't done in previous videos, and I'll start doing that with videos going forward. That way you guys have some content, as well as just the base modifications to the weapon. But make sure to like, subscribe, if you guys are brand new to the channel here. That way you guys don't miss out on any new videos, any new class setup videos like these, as well as any other videos and live streams as well that we do on the channel. But without any further ado, let's get into this build. So the first and foremost, what we went with was the Echoless 80. I've used this on every AR build that I've done for you guys. I think it's very, very underrated attachment. Gives you a bunch of multi-facets as far as what it does for you. I also did a little bit of weapon tuning as well. So I went with the Echoless 80 here because it gives you that sound suppression, the bullet velocity, the damage range, and the recoil smoothness. So right off the bat, we're not being hurt on the map. Bullets are flying farther and doing more damage, as well as the recoil is very smooth and not as jumpy as like an SMG or something like that. So that's what we went with on the muzzle. As far as the tuning, I went with the recoil smoothness all the way to the top and the bullet velocity all the way to the right. Just gives you more damage range as well as some more accuracy and some stuff like that. So max that out. I think this is one of the, most underutilized attachments that you can put on an AR. And I think it's one of the best, honestly, one of the best attachments in the game for any weapon class, in my personal opinion. Next, we went with the Phase 3 grip for the underbarrel, and the reason we went with that is for the aiming, idle stability, the hip fire accuracy, and recoil stabilization. I think the Phase 3 grip, again, is very, very underrated. It does a lot for you. And the walking speed, aim down sight speed, you can sort of counteract that with some other attachments, and we'll sort of go through that as we get through the rest of the build. As far as the weapon tuning for the Phase 3 grip, I went all the way for recoil stabilization and all the way to the right for aiming idle stability. That gave us a little bit more accuracy, sacrificed a little bit of mobility and handling, but again, we picked that up in another attachment, which we'll go through here in a second. As far as the ammunition, I use the overpressured when it's available on almost every gun. I think it's just so OP to have some kind of like, kitted out ammunition. I think it makes a lot of difference versus just running like the base shells, or the base bullets. And for the weapon tuning, we went with the all the way to the damage range and all the way to the bullet velocity. And as far as the overpressure, it just gives us more target flinch capability. So when we're shooting down sight, we're not getting that that jerk from getting hit from bullets. We're sort of staying on our target. And honestly, I've used this weapon in game with all the attachments that I have here, and it's an absolute beam. And this just helps out with that aspect of the weapon class. So. Second to last, we went with the Phantom grip, and the reason we went with this is for the sprint to fire speed and the aim down sight speed. So like I said, we were sacrificing with the Phase 3 grip. I think it was for the handling. Like I said, we made that up with the Phantom grip. So that gives a little bit more ADS speed as well as sprint to fire speed. So when we're running, we're able to pull our gun a lot faster and shoot a lot faster on the run. And for the weapon tuning for the Phantom grip, we went all the way with recoil steadiness, and we went all the way to the left with sprint to fire speed. So we want, when we're running, we're going to pull our weapon up as fast as we can. That's why we went all the way to the left with the sprint to fire speed. And then last but not least, we have the Corio Precio factory stock. And the reason I went with this is just more aiming idle stability, or actually more aiming stability in general, and then the recoil control. So basically what I try to do with this weapon, or what I try to do with every weapon, is make it as accurate as possible while not sacrificing the damage range or the damage that the weapon does, just as a kitted weapon. So we sort of went with this build just for the sheer fact that it was sort of what we needed as far as damage range, damage from the weapon when you're shooting it, no matter what range you're at, as well as making it accurate and really stable when you're firing downrange and stuff like that. If you're firing at long targets or short targets, you should be good to go with this class. As far as our perk package and stuff, what we're running is the Articulate Response. It's one of the guns you get from the Battle Pass, I believe. And on this guy, we have, give me 1 second, guys. We have the SA Peak 77. So that's going to give us the sound suppression, bullet velocity, recoil smoothness, and recoil control as well. We have not done any tuning with this because we don't have it leveled out, obviously, but the SA50 trigger for the trigger action, that's going to give us aiming stability, sprint to fire speed, and aim down in ADS speed. So again, making the gun more accurate from range and that kind of thing is sort of what we're going for. The 10-round mag, so we put an extended mag in this bad boy for the magazine ammo capacity, so it gives us a little bit of degradation on the movement speed, the ADS speed, the reload quickness, and the sprint to fire speed, but it's nothing crazy. So I slapped this on here, or rather made the weapon class what it was when you get it out of the battle pass. So I just went with that. And then last but not least, or actually we have one more after that, we have the laser. So we have the EXF Shoreline Grip, and that's giving us the ability to have a fire fast draw that's a little bit faster. Sprint to fire speed, and then the ADS speed is giving us, you know, that when we're running, we're going to pull out the gun and we're going to shoot a lot faster. So that's what we have for that. And then last but not least, we have the FJX DIOD 70 sight, and that gives us the aiming stability that we're looking for. So still sort of iron sights, but still a little bit different, just a little bit of a tweak to that guy. But as far as secondary, that's what we have for secondary. We're using that articulate response. And then for our tactical and lethal respectively, we're using the stim and frag grenade. Like I said, this is exclusively for multiplayer. Like I said, I will be getting into Warzone classes once I sort of figure out what I like and what's sort of viable in the meta within Warzone. But like I said, stim and frag grenade respectively, and then our perk package, we're running that scavenger as always. Like I said with you guys, I'm pretty much running the exact same perk package no matter what build I'm doing for multiplayer. When we get into Warzone classes, that's going to be a little bit different. We'll sort of switch it up and do what makes sense for Warzone. But right now, using that scavenger so we can pick up ammo and knives and all that fun stuff around the map, so we're not needing to reload or switch weapons mid-game. We're using that tracker perk that allows us to see people running around. And like I said before in previous videos, red footsteps are hot where they're right next to you, and white footsteps, you got to do a little bit of digging, a little bit more tracking. Fast hands, I think it's widely considered, in my personal opinion, one of the least used, or not like at the forefront of a perk that you should be using. And I think it does a lot for you, especially with my playstyle. I'm a very aggressive player in multiplayer. So I like to sort of shoot people, reload, and the fast hands helps me reload as I'm coming around the corner. If I can reload really fast and then I'm able to shoot right when I get around the corner, that's perfect for me. So that's why I use fast hands on every class setup. And last but not least, I think the most OP ultimate perk in the game, if not the most OP perk in the game, period, which is Ghost, makes you undetectable by UAVs, portable radars, and heartbeat sensors. That way you stay hidden on the map, even when there are UAVs and all that fun stuff trying to track you, you're still hidden. So hope you guys enjoyed the class setup. That is my class setup for my broken M4 class. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. That way you guys don't miss any new videos like these, as well as other videos and content on the channel. But without any further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed the build. Make sure to like and subscribe, like I said. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this build. If you're using the M4, what you guys are rocking on it. This is just my personal build, what I felt comfortable with and what works for me. But make sure to like and subscribe, like I said. If you guys have any questions about this build or why I chose what I chose in more depth, we can go into that. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And let me know in the comments what weapons you're rocking and how much you're liking. If you're not liking or you're liking Modern Warfare 2 as well as Warzone. And thank you guys so much for hanging out and checking out the channel. I will see you guys on the next video. Take care, guys.